How's it going, everyone? Thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the PSA order that I sent in. I just received these back yesterday from PSA. This was an order that I sent in earlier this year, around May. And it was part of a quarterly grading special. It was a Michael Jordan special where you could send any Michael Jordan card, and I believe it was $10 per card was the grading fee. So again, I sent this in about May, and today is October 20th. So it took, just about 5 months from the time that I sent it in to the time I got it back. So not too bad. I've heard lately that PSA was taking 6 months or longer on some of their orders. So I was actually pretty happy with the fact that it took, 5 months, not too bad. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump in here. I have not opened this box yet. I have looked at the grades already online. I just could not wait to unbox these to find out what grades I got. So it's not going to be any big surprises to me on what these came back at. But still wanted to share with you guys some of the highlights from this order. This box was a little banged up, so hopefully there's no damage to the cards. One thing I saw, one thing that was a little bit, I noticed was different with this order, as different than the past orders I've done with PSA, is that this was delivered by UPS instead of FedEx, number one. And number two, all the orders I've done previously required signature confirmation in order to be dropped off. But this was just left at my front door yesterday by UPS. So luckily nobody snagged it. I actually have had issues with Amazon orders and boxes getting stolen off my front porch in the past few years. So luckily I got to this before anybody grabbed it. Would sure be a bummer if these went missing. So that's also something new. I didn't realize they have StockX branded boxes now with their orders. So definitely some changes since last year. Last year was the last time I submitted a PSA order, and definitely a few different things between now and then. So I sent in a total of 47 cards, and I think the minimum was 25 to qualify for the special. But I sent in more because I had a ton of actually Michael Jordan cards to submit, and I would say about probably about 90% of these are actually cards that I pulled from packs when I was a kid, back in the 90s, when I was collecting. So a lot of these cards are from the 80s and the 90s. I would say most of them are. There might be a few that are a little bit newer, but for the most part, 80s and 90s. I also have a few, not only basketball cards in here, but also a few baseball cards from when he played baseball. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive in here, show you guys what I got. Start with this box, 3 of 3. You know what, actually I will just take all these out and then I'll start from the beginning. Okay. So I believe this was card number 1, line 1 on my order. So I'll start there. Set these guys to the side. So the first one here is a 1992 Skybox, graded PSA 9. This was the USA basketball team. And there's a little piece of something inside the case there. Anyways, these, I was obviously hoping for 10s on these. I sent several of these that I thought had a chance, but I got a 9 for the first one and then a couple of 8s. So a little disappointed that these didn't grade higher, but the 8s might not sell well. The 9s are still selling okay. I think they're in the, maybe $30 range for a 9. So not too bad. Next one is his card number 39 from the same set, the 1992 Skybox USA Basketball. Came back as a mint 9. And again, the same card. Got 2 of those, graded mint 9. This is a cool set. I think there was probably maybe a dozen or so Michael Jordan cards from this USA basketball set, and it has the entire team from the USA basketball team in '92. I only sent in Michael Jordan's, of course, but I have pretty much all the complete set I have from this 1992 Skybox. This is card number 40, graded PSA 9. So no 10s yet. And there's our first 10. That's the card number 40. Good luck there. I think these are going for maybe $75, give or take, for PSA 10s from this set of Jordan. So that's our first 10. Set that off to the side. And there's another mint 9. And another mint 9 and another mint 9. Same card. So again, when I was looking these over, I really thought I had a chance at more 10s on these cards because they all looked pretty clean, pretty solid, sharp cards. Not sure why they got bumped down to a 9, but maybe I didn't look as closely as some of the PSA graders were looking at these. But still, I'm happy with 9s. Not so much with the 8s, but I'll take a 9. Speaking of 8s, there's an 8 and the same card and a 9. And there's another 9. NBA All-Star record. Okay. I think I just have a few more of these Skybox, and then we'll move on to some of the other brands. Another mint 9. And there's 2 more mint 9s. Okay, so we're done with the Skybox. What was that? About 10 to, maybe like more like a dozen or so of the Skybox. Okay, moving right along here. So this is a 1989 Hoops, card number 200. Just love the look of this card. God, it was so skinny back then. That was before he started really working out, pumping iron. And That got a mint 9. Happy with that card. Next one is his 1991 Hoops. Came back as an 8. A little bummed about that. I thought it looked more like a 9 or better. Great centering on that card. Next one is his 1991 Fleer. Did I send 2 of these in? I think I might have. No. But there's another 10, 1991 Upper Deck. Number 44, came back as a 10. Pretty happy with that. This card, I think, goes for maybe, $75 or so in a PSA 10. Of course, Jordan cards have cooled off a little bit following the Last Dance documentary. His cards were really on fire for a while. Base cards, really anything from Jordan was skyrocketing in price. They've cooled off a little bit, but a lot of these are still holding pretty strong prices. Definitely expect to make my money back on this order. I think it was give or take $500 for 47 cards. Okay, next one is another 1991 Upper Deck. Graded PSA 10. So I got back-to-back 10s. Pretty happy with that. This is from the Orlando All-Star Weekend. Nice looking card. And his 1991 Skybox. Got a PSA 10. Pretty happy with that one. Beautiful looking card there. This might be one of the more valuable cards in the entire order. These might be going for 100, give or take. And the 1992 Topps Jordan got a PSA 9. Okay, moving right along. So let me put these here. I'm actually going to put these off to the side so it can be a surprise. So this next one is a 93 Fleer insert card, the NBA Superstars card, mint 9. I actually pulled this out of a box of 1993 Fleer basketball cards. I made a video of that. This was actually in the very first pack that I opened from that box. So you guys check out that video if you haven't seen it. Mint 9, pretty happy with that. Would have loved a 10, of course. I sound like a broken record, but happy to at least get a 9 on this. That's one of my top favorite cards from this order. And 1990 Fleer Ultra, card number 30, got a mint 9, and had 2 of those submitted. Second one got an 8. Not quite sure why that got an 8, but also love the look of that card. Jordan, and we got Barkley trying to guard him. No chance there for Barkley. Next card is 1993 Hoops. Got a mint 9. And another 1993 Hoops. Came back as an 8. That's the All-Star Weekend card in Utah. Next one, there's the same card again. So the second one got a 9. And 1993 Skybox Premium. Got another 10 there. NBA on NBC. Remember when I was a kid, I bought this box of Skybox Premium basketball cards. Seems like just yesterday I was opening this box. And now, just 25 years later, finally got these graded. So another 10. So far we got 5 10s. Moving along here, 1993, again, the Skybox premium set. I pulled this out of that same box. Came back as a mint 9. And this one I knew probably wasn't going to grade super high because it's off center. Top to bottom, certainly. But I was hoping for an 8 or better. It's the Topps Gold. Little, obviously harder to pull than the base card. But got a 7. Next one is 1993 Topps, number 384, reigning scoring leader. Got a PSA 10, gem mint. So another 10. Not bad on the 10s. I don't remember how many total 10s I got, but I got a fair number. The 10s are definitely where I'm going to make my money back. Let's put this up here. I'll probably be selling a number of these to pay for the cost of the order, and then definitely hold on to some as well. Next one, 1993 Stadium Club. Came back as an 8. A little bummed about that. Stadium Club. Kind of a funky design. Those mid-90s cards, early 90s. And this is another one of my favorite cards from this order. So this is the 1993 Upper Deck Pro View 3D. So you can actually put on 3D glasses and it will make this image pop. Kind of that red and blue 3D glasses. Again, I remember pulling this one out of a pack back in the 90s. And luckily put it into a penny sleeve and a top loader and stayed gem mint condition. And again, this is one of the more valuable cards from this order. I think these are maybe 100, maybe even a little bit more than $100. I'll have to double check that. Cool card though. I probably won't sell this one just because I really like this card. The idea of the 3D kind of concept is kind of cool. So I got about a dozen or so more here. Moving along, the 1993 Upper Deck. Came back a 9. And that's a real bummer. That one's an 8. I think there's another one, a 9. So we got 2 9s and an 8. You know, this is not all that valuable of a card, but I really thought they had a chance at a 10, so that's why I sent these 3 in. Again, mint 9's not super disappointed, but the 8, not very happy with that one. Maybe I should have taken a closer look at that one before I submitted it. Let's take a look at the back here. Breakaway threats. Okay, next one is 1993 Upper Deck Skylights. Got a mint 9. This one's pretty sharp. I think even in a mint 9, these sell halfway decent. So I actually got 2 of the 9s. I believe I looked these up. They're going maybe like $30 to $40 in a mint 9, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll definitely be selling probably one of these. Okay, and now moving on to some, I think this is a baseball card, I believe. This was the 1993 Upper Deck Special Edition. This was his retirement card. And this was a short print card from that set. Got a mint 9 on that. Let me set that down again. Give those other ones away. So yeah, mint 9, pretty happy with that. That's him in his White Sox uniform. So yeah, I believe this was actually from a baseball card set, not basketball cards. I'm probably going to be holding on to this. I just really like the look of this card. And again, I remember pulling this from a pack, so it's kind of nostalgic for me. Next one is another card from the same set, the 1993 Upper Deck SE. Johnny Kilroy. That's his alter ego, supposedly, after he retired. Came back as an 8. A little bummed about that, but hard to get a 10 on these ones, actually. Not pretty low pop on the 10s, I believe. Okay, and just a couple more here. A lot of people are familiar with this card. This is his 1991 Upper Deck baseball card, like kind of his rookie baseball card. Came back as an 8. I'm actually surprised. I thought maybe it'd get even lower than an 8 because it looked, I think some of the corner, soft corner there. So I'm actually kind of happy with an 8. I would have loved a 9, but I thought it could have, again, graded lower than an 8 even. Remember pulling that one out of a pack. And then a couple more baseball. This was his 1990. Oh, that is mislabeled. Bummer. So I just realized 2 of these are mislabeled. These were mixed up. This is a 1994 Collector's Choice, and this is a 1994 Action Packed. So clearly these were mislabeled. PSA, come on, get your act together. Somebody in quality control was not doing a very good job, and it's funny because it was at my PSA order was at stage, the final stage quality control for so long, for several weeks. It's like, man, what are they taking so long to review these cases and the labels? And they still somehow miss this. And the last card from the collection is the correctly labeled 1994 Collector's Choice. Both got 9s. That's funny. How did somebody miss that? Anyways, both 9s, nonetheless. So let's see. So out of the 40, what did I say, 46 I submitted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 PSA 10s, a bunch of 9s, and a bunch of 8s. So 7 10s, not too bad, considering these cards are 25 years old, most of them. And I pulled them out of packs myself. So anyways, I guess that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. And stay tuned for more videos in the future. Take care.